You search for time tracking software. 3 names keep coming up: Paymo, TMetric, Timely. Paymo promises all-in-one work management with task boards, Gantt charts, and invoicing built in for small teams. TMetric promises accurate time tracking with activity monitoring and screenshots at a budget-friendly price. Timely promises AI-powered automatic time tracking that captures your hours without you pressing a single button. Seems straightforward, then you dig deeper. Paymo's pricing has tripled in recent years, and the free tier has been removed entirely. TMetric crashes frequently enough that users describe the experience as unstable, and Timely charges over $20 per user per month for automatic tracking that still requires a learning curve to set up properly. Here's what the feature lists don't mention. Paymo was founded in 2008 out of Oradea, Romania. It has built a user base of over 150,000 people across more than 100 countries. The platform covers task and project management with Kanban boards, Gantt charts, and calendar views alongside time tracking, resource scheduling, invoicing, and file proofing. For small teams and freelancers doing client-based work who want project management and billing in one tool, Paymo is designed around that exact workflow. The invoicing is consistently described as the best feature on the platform. The desktop and mobile apps are solid. And for the price, users say the feature set is hard to beat. But the pricing trajectory has become a serious source of frustration. Multiple users report that costs have roughly tripled over time. The free tier was removed entirely, which alienated budget-conscious users who had built their workflows around it. Beyond pricing, the desktop app is described as severely outdated, with low-resolution rendering that appears blurry on modern monitors. The mobile app is noticeably less polished than the desktop experience. Reporting quality is weaker than competitors like Toggle. The dashboard does not display total hours in an obvious way. Projects cannot be shared across accounts, which creates a hard limit on collaboration with external partners. And Safari compatibility has broken after recent updates, which is a real problem for teams working on Apple devices. Paymo still delivers strong value for the price if you need invoicing alongside project management, but the tripled pricing, outdated desktop app, and collaboration limits make it a harder recommendation than it used to be. So what about something cheaper with monitoring capabilities? TMetric was founded in 2016 by DevArt, a Czech Republic-based software company. It covers time tracking across desktop, web, and mobile, with activity monitoring, screenshot capabilities, project and task management, billing, invoicing, attendance tracking, and PTO management. It integrates with over 50 tools, including Asana, ClickUp, Trello, and Jira. For freelancers, startups, and small businesses that want affordable time tracking with basic activity oversight, TMetric positions itself as the budget option with monitoring built in. But the stability problems undermine the value proposition. Users report frequent crashes and bugs. The user interface is described as slow, and there is a time zone problem that affects US-based teams directly. Because TMetric is a Czech company, updates are rolled out during Czech business hours, which fall in the middle of the US workday. When those updates introduce bugs or downtime, American teams experience disruptions at the worst possible time. The mobile app is described as weak, with users noting that the platform does not support mobile well. The web service has documented brief outages. The automatic screenshot feature that competitors offer is not available, with only manual screenshots supported, and the free tier is limited to 5 users, which caps its usefulness for growing teams. TMetric is the cheapest option here, but cheap and unstable is a combination that costs more in frustration than it saves in subscription fees. Teams that depend on reliable time tracking throughout their workday will feel the crashes and midday update disruptions more than they appreciate the low price. So what about a premium approach that removes manual tracking entirely? Timely was founded in 2014 out of Norway. It takes a fundamentally different approach to time tracking. Instead of timers or manual entry, Timely uses AI-powered memory to automatically capture what you are working on throughout the day. It monitors your activity across applications and calendars, then suggests time entries that you review and approve rather than create from scratch. For professional services teams and remote workers who consistently forget to log time or find manual tracking disruptive, Timely attempts to eliminate the problem entirely. The platform also covers project and task tracking, team scheduling, billable hours management, and reporting. And it takes a deliberate privacy-first stance, avoiding screenshots and keylogging in favor of passive activity capture. The concept is genuinely compelling, but the premium pricing reflects the AI investment. At over $20 per user per month, Timely is significantly more expensive than both competitors in this comparison. There is a learning curve involved in setting up the AI correctly, teaching it to categorize your work accurately, and trusting it to capture your day reliably. The project management features are limited compared to full project management tools, which means teams with complex task hierarchies will still need a separate platform. And for teams with simple tracking needs, the automatic approach is overkill for what a basic timer or manual entry would accomplish just as well. Timely solves a real problem for teams where manual tracking has failed, but it solves that problem at a price point that only makes sense if the cost of lost billable hours from forgotten time entries exceeds the subscription premium. Right, so here's where I land. Paymo is the invoicing first pick, strong billing integration, solid project management with Kanban, Gantt, and calendar views, and a feature set that covers the full workflow from task creation to client invoice. For small teams and freelancers doing client work who want one tool handling both project delivery and billing, Paymo still offers the most complete package at a mid-range price. But the pricing that has tripled in recent years, the removed free tier, the severely outdated desktop app with blurry rendering on modern screens, weaker reporting than competitors, and the inability to share projects across accounts, all chip away at what used to be a straightforward recommendation. Best for small client-based teams between 5 and 20 people who prioritize invoicing alongside project management and can accept the pricing trajectory and desktop app limitations. TMetric is the budget monitoring pick, the cheapest option with a free tier for up to 5 users, activity monitoring with screenshots, and integrations with over 50 tools. For freelancers and very small teams who need basic time tracking with some oversight capability at the lowest possible cost, TMetric covers that narrow requirement. But the frequent crashes and bugs, slow user interface, mid-US workday update disruptions from the Czech time zone, weak mobile support, and brief web outages make it a tool you tolerate rather than one you trust. Best for freelancers or very small teams, under 5 people, who need budget time tracking with basic monitoring and can work around the stability issues. Timely is the automatic tracking pick. If your team consistently fails at manual time logging and you are losing billable hours because people forget to track, Timely's AI-powered capture genuinely solves that problem. The privacy-first approach means no invasive screenshots or keylogging, just passive activity capture that you review and approve. 4. Professional services teams, where accurate billable tracking directly impacts revenue, the subscription premium can pay for itself quickly. But the $20+ per user pricing, the learning curve for AI setup, and the limited project management features mean it only makes sense for teams where the cost of untracked time clearly exceeds the cost of the tool. Best for professional services and consulting teams between 5 and 50 people who bill clients by the hour and have tried manual tracking without success. One feature-rich but increasingly expensive, one cheap but unstable, one intelligent but premium. Every choice is a trade-off. At least now you know what you're trading.